Not cool. You still owe me 30 for the drinks. If you don't have it by tonight, I'm not letting you back up there. Good day. Sweet. Ooh, encyclopedia. By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank in this place, sure, isn't it? Do I even have one? But you have been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. I don't know, near south maybe? You don't really know, do you? I only have a vague blackened image. A vague blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. I could trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on a building. I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo cop. Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has advantages. Sick. Alright. You said go west, right? Man, look at this shithole. A heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow. Pretty sure I clicked on her, but okay.
The RCM and Martinez? What can I help you with?
The young woman looks up at you.
We don't see a lot of police around here. That's all. Of course. What can I help you with?
We need directions. I'm looking for a dead body. Oh, that. She points north. That's right there in the courtyard. Cool. She's relieved. Someone has come for it. Finally. Where am I? What do you mean? I'm disoriented. I don't know where I am. Martinez, sir, in the city of Revical. She looks around, thinking what else to say. This intersection is called Roundabout North. He knows where we are. He just wants direction. The lieutenant seems uncomfortable with the level of disorientation you are displaying. What is up in the north? There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. It's in the east. The harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, right? I don't follow the local politics. She shrugs. The fruit store too. Some shops on the bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken. I think some kind of accident, probably. What's on the other side of the canal? Just coast. There's a little fishing village there and a fish market, but that got closed down ages ago. Rows of stalls under a broad roof where silvery fish are heaped upon newspapers. Water everywhere, pouring from the heavens in the shadow of the old church. What kind of fish market is this? I don't know. The abandoned kind? Used to gather every spring, but there's nothing to do now. Nothing to do there now, just drug addicts. What's in the west? She looks at the water, squinting. It's just water. No, actually, I think you call it the Martinez Inlet. There's some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. Ooh, thanks. That's all for now. In the west is the miracle. No problem, she nods, brushing a fleck of soil off her cheek. What is this fucked up police business? It's alright, I didn't mean to startle you. Who are you exactly? Me? I'm just a gardener. Good to meet you, just a gardener. Another question then. Okay, go back to this. Cool, what are you doing here? I'm working. Working on what? I have a greenhouse in the yard there. She gestures over her shoulder. I've been trying to get some work done. There's discomfort. But she stops mid-sentence. Or go on, it's okay. As you already know, there's a corpse there hanging from a tree. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks. Don't worry, miss. We're here to clean it up. You can get to work soon. Thank you, she smiles politely. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to intake. Of course, I won't hold you back. She wipes her brow with a canary yellow glove. Her gloves, you get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all. Can I borrow your gloves? Sure, keep them. I have another pair. She hands you her gloves, no visible annoyance. Thanks. Do 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 do. Guess what? I'm probably not gonna use those gloves. Who the fuck are you, you disgusting little child? Hey, stop throwing rocks at that body.
Kuno's got this!
The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12.
Oh yeah, never could be Kuno.
Who the fuck is that? Kuno S. Behind the fence. Hey kid.
Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
The children ignore you.
It's loving in the dick!
It's kind of weird. Why even have the word there if you're just gonna bleep it out? Maybe I gotta turn that off. It's stupid. The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body. What does that mean? The kid is obviously high. Stop getting high at my crime scene. Stop using slurs at my crime scene. That's not how you do
Can't
it.
talk, pig! Shit's coming up strong! Throwing rocks!
This kid is fucked up. Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what the juicy shit is all about.
Yeah, Kuno. Ride the lightning, Kuno.
Kuno's riding it, see?
He wiped sweat from his brow and sent another
The
rock
rake,
flying.
Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
What is wrong with you two?
Fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener!
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
Oh shit.
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us f***s, Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
It's kind of not what I said, but okay. You want-
Fuck no! Kuno doesn't buy that shit! Fucking entrapment shit!
Look, I have a question.
Alright, entertain the Kuno! Show me what you got! What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got!
About this crime scene. Do you kids know anything about it? Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it? I have questions. I might have questions later. For now, let's talk about something else. The body. What do you know about it? Shitload, pig. What's your question? Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno. Kim, help me out here. If we were to waste my time, which I do not. If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got here, the usual. You have no idea what the usual is, just ask whatever comes to mind. Do you know who he was? Kuno's fuck gimp. He picks up a rock. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice. End of conversation. Very strong. You should be stoic. Do you know how it got up there? Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. So you didn't see it happening. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't even Revocol. He puffed himself up. Kuno wasn't regional. Where'd you go then? I don't know. Some fucking... He looks around trying to come up with something. Mesk or something. I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City. Where is Night City? Kuno gives info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. He draws a snot up his nose. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant. Have you seen anyone suspicious around? Just a couple of pigs sniffing around the dirt. Seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno. Yeah, you tell the Fagari, Kuno. More on this later. Right now, let's talk about something else. You're testing Kuno's patience here. Get lost, faggot. I want to discuss the body with you again. I have more questions about the crime scene. I gotta ask, who is Kuno? Kuno's Kuno, pig. The boy points to his chest with both thumbs. Kuno, primal, violent. Kuno sounds like something you call a rabid dog. So you refer yourself in the third person? Kuno, is that some kind of gang name? Yeah, his eyes light up. Think about it, Kuno. Think about it. Think about that rabid Kuno shit. He seems glad someone understood what he was going for, but right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence. Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's got his hands on you. The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent like a fire alarm. The sound gets louder as the child shouts out. That was not actually 10 minutes. Help, pig got Kuno. Help, rape. Help, the boy Jones, and he's got Kuno. Help. Yeah, he was totally right. Just answer the questions. Help, he's digging his dick out. Escalate Kuno, his dick is out. You're afraid. Pigs are hurting Kuno. Somebody please. It's full blast now. The wind carries the message far wide across Martinez. That's not going to work out well for me. Oh, wow. I took a swing at the kid and failed. You didn't shove down your fat fist into me, Stark. Instead, you pulled it down with it out my arm and my fucking knee. Kuno can't believe this shit. It's like he's not. It's like he's now realized he has superpowers. Can no one stop the Kuno? Pig, Kuno thought you had this. What's happened? Kuno could do anything now. He's writhing in joy. Like the power you gave him is too much to take. The whole charade is about establishing The whole charade was about establishing dominance over you. It's safe to say he has succeeded. Fucked your shoulder, fucked your knee, fucked your fat body up. The one behind the fence hisses like a lit fuse ready to go off from delight. Yeah, I deserve this. Do you have any idea of the shit you just got yourself into, kid? Get up. I cannot believe I just fucking completely ate shit trying to beat this kid up. Kuno's just gonna beat the shit out of you again. He's clearly still in awe of himself right now. I told you not to tempt such forces. What the fuck is up with his legs? This kid's ladder is rickety, but still climbable. Hey, I got questions for you, dead body. The hanged man. The corpse looked at you with bulging white eyes. The face around him does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue is like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils. Active decay. The lieutenant raises a white piece of lint to his nose. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is listening. No one is judging. He's about to blow. Cop's gonna blow. Hey, I did it. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach is trying to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. Do they always do that? They do after 7 days, yes. We're deep in decomposition here. The man before you is naked, before a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. Oh, sorry. A fading web of tattoos covers his arm and chest and shoulder. Oh, sorry. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten to the branch appears industrial in strength. Inspect the boots. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you. Out of place somehow. What kind of boots are these? They're armor, not boots. With his notebook under his arm, the lieutenant crouches to inspect the soles. Technically speaking, they're sabatons. Okay, then, what kind of armor is this? Ceramic plate, zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel, Fairweather. He turns the boot slightly. Fairweather model T500 VE. I'm guessing it's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. What happened to the rest of it? The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if it had been here. It would be odd if he had been... Oh my god. What's wrong with me? My brain. The locals probably scavenged it. It would have been odd if he had more on it for 7 days. The rest of the armor. We should keep a lookout for those pieces. The armor could yield information. He nods towards Kuno. Maybe he'll know something. If If you wear those pieces, it would help me protect your mortal coil. Maybe he was just wearing the boots. No, he must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. They removed all his clothes to get to it. They did not just strip him for the putrid rags. Then where are these clothes? Have you seen any around? What if they told him to strip before they hung him? Did you meet him? They usually hang them completely naked like that. They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the masa, the bemertes, bemertes, and the like. This one still has his underpants. Fucking talking about underpants. The material looks out of place here. It's expensive. The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with an index finger. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. How much are we talking about? For a full set, about 4 years set of wages. Jesus. Ka-ching, baby. By ka-ching, you mean? He tilts his head. Let's not log them as evidence. Let's steal them. What was that about the constabularian before? You need to push some buttons if you want to recruit the lieutenant to a conspiracy. If this constabulary is dragging their feet, why not start ourselves before more good men die? So they don't get shot in the foot. I think our extremities are fine without a dead man's boots. Oops, well, no one said so it would work. Back to detecting for now. How could this man afford such expensive hardware? That's for us to find out. Our initial report on the area suggests that he was a security guard for the harbor company, but that's just hearsay. He's pretty advanced for a security guard. I agree. His equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford. Knock on the boot. A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch. Sounds fragile. It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. He points to the boots. See? Faint organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller ones until there are hundreds of them all together. Like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly. This feels dangerous. Are you sure? He's gonna pull his leg off. The stench fills your nostrils. As you push forward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above. Stop! The lieutenant's voice is sharp. He looks at you with the bow under your arm. Pig's gonna pull his head off. Brutal. Oh, this is a bad idea, isn't it? You're gonna pull his head off. Do it, homo. Not homo. Do what? I'm gonna pull his head off, right? Stop obsessing about your sexuality, officer. You're about to seriously compromise the coroner's case. What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on that boot? These boots would go super well with my bell-bottom pants. This is advanced enemy technology. We should conduct research into their weaknesses. Are we not detectives? There may be clues inside the boot. You said they're expensive. I thought we could pawn them, earn some lucre. It's a constabulary thing I said before with the dead guys. I want to protect them. Okay, fine. You want to protect feet. You want to protect the feet of 6 dead men. That's commendable, but the lieutenant taps on the boot. There's no way we're getting them off. All the organic matter has been flowing. All of the organic matter in his body has been flowing down to the boots. They're fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet? That makes sense. You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down, and second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around. The anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice and cracky. What's gonna happen to the boots then? Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing, but we must pick our fights. He looks towards the boots. Should we continue? Back off and look at the corpse. Inspect the belt. The hangman's knots pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Oh my, there's something on the belt, a familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you. What was that word? Ooh. Vermilion in yellow letters along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery. I should get a drink. No, you should not get a drink. You should perform initial inspection of the victim's corpse. We're here on the rope part. What kind of rope is this? Industrial strength, the kind used for tying cargo to lorries. Like in a circus, when the circus leaves town and they tie a black spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pen. Like in a harbor, like in a circus for transporting black spotted giraffes. I can't put anything other than a harbor. He considers it. No, more like in a harbor. Sorry. Like the one just east of here. I get the sense they used whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it. They sure wanted him to stay there. The polyester seems strong. How did they even get him up there? We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it. The brief suggested as much. Politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing? My past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life, certainly not a briefing. Okay, he blinks. You should ask me that for the first moment we get. They sure seem to want him to stay there. The polyester seems strong. It's not merely polyester, it's steel reinforced. He rises to inspect the noose. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. How'd they even get him up there? A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. He points to the buckle. Tying the belt to the branch above. I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt. Buckle closes. He makes a pulling motion. That's what I would do. Seems easier than climbing up there. Like the tattoos. An intricate web of blue lines stretch across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed at the crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle the skin, but their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars. What will mine be marked by? Alcohol and heartbreak. Damn. Your fist clenches suddenly. It will be marked by bullet holes. It will be riddled with disco. Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already most of its canvas that's holding it is darkened. Slowly it disintegrates. Now it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink. It's a map of the night sky. A map of the stars. He turns around to breathe before inspecting it closer. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great century Messinian maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow. As if something left out most of the night sky, filtering through a personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates and you feel as though you were only half right. It's missing. I'm missing something here. So am I. A sudden ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminum from his coat pocket and pulls it open. It sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera. Let the lieutenant work. Shit, Kuno, what the fuck is that? An instant color camera. He produces two metal capped ampules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there. This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence. I only have two ampules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one. He points the camera at the corpse peering into it. The lens needs adjusting. Bang. Nice. A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampule of glass. You see streams of color pour into the thick, glossy piece of paper rolling out. Cool machine. Cool machine. Yes, he slides the camera closed and tucks it away in his belt. It is pretty cool, isn't it? What do we need this photo for? It contains insight into the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell. Sure, just don't lose it. He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes. Uh-oh. The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with upper news. Blah, blah, blah. The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms. Look him in the eye. His eyes are milky white. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head, and his face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed, but remains as an unrecognizable mess. Ooh. Underneath the curdled meat, there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death. Tell me, who are you, dead man? I'm gone. Where have you gone? Into the wild pale yonder. Where is that? In the past, way out in the west. I can see you're gone, but who are you? I'm a joke. Look at me. There's nothing funny about you. You are now, but who were you when you were alive? A killer. A motherfucker and a killer. Takes one to know one. I have another question for you. Oh, shit. I hate you. You stink and you're boring. Do I remind you of someone? A baby affected with harlequinism. Myself in the bathroom mirror. There you go. Look at that bright kid. We're birds of a feather, you and I. Soon, you will be just like me. Just keep drinking and having a good time. It's a matter of weeks. Feeling nausea, vomiting, tenderness or pain around the liver area, tiny red eyes and the skin above waist level. More like days, Capo. The clock is ticking. Your liver tells you so. What is happening? What do you mean? I'm talking to you. It is the power of your black, frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips. Imagination. Horrific necktie. Yeah, man, don't be crazy. Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much. Why do I love questions so much? Because you're a caparoni. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions? Give me a comical amount of questions. Is my name Rooney? Fuck no, you're no Rooney. I do struck myself as a Rooney. Of course not. My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. Listen to yourself. You're not Raphael anything. You're probably just Harry or something. That's right. Harry. I feel like I'm getting a lot of Harry lately. No, I can't be Harry. I refuse. Could I really be Harry? You can be anything you want to be, Brother Capo. Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible? Because you have. Who killed you? Love did me and Brother Capo. It was love all along. Can you ask me a question? Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this? What, looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here? Why are you investigating my murder? I don't have anything else to do. This is all I have because he told me to, not to work him, because this will lead to something indescribable, unforeseen, miraculous. Ha! The clown lips on the corpse near... Wait. Ha! The clown lips on the corpse near a smile. The face rotates before you slowly. Something is on its way, something hidden. It's coming, a miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air in your hands, the cold spring air smoothing them over. Why were you feeling pleasure when you died? Maybe I was getting my rocks off. First, do you have to speak like that? What dialect is that anyway? So you were feeling sexual arousal when they were hanging you? Do I look like an erotic asphyxiation type to you? Yes. Captain Capodromo, I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with the simpler question. Why were you feeling pleasure when you died? Why do you speak like that? It's a mishmash. Copabolo. You think I'm Messinian, don't you? For you, this is how people from Messina speak. I'm not even sure what Messina is. Well, I'm not from Messina, am I? My hair is too light. My hair is too light a shade of brown. Trust your inner racist. I always trust my inner racist. He shows me a score. What are you, racist now too? You think I am. You think I was racist because this lump looks military and has tattoos. And has twos. That's called profiling. So you were feeling sexual arousal. No. Just gonna take a step back. Fucking brats. You narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and neck are just above the noose. Just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark and green, cold spring air. How should I know why you were squinting, officer? Squint harder. His face and hands are pink. Thighs, too. The rest is greenish. Oh, he snorts. You're trying to assess lividity. Relax your eyes. The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boots. What do you think? He's beaten up. See the bruises? I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs hard with their little sport. Stop talking in riddles, coin slot. It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. The girl yells. Fucked him up brutal-like. I think he's dead. I agree. There are crow's feet in his eyes. He's laughing silently. Totally dead. Deady. Dead. His Buster's not coming back. Dabba doop doop dead, he says without a hint of melody. Not one muscle in his face moves. Something is coming out of him. A pool of blood and feces is eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purged liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop. The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death. What the fuck is he saying? Faggot's talking about shit. Goddamn right I'm a faggot. Turn around, yo. Maybe he went to the toilet sometime before death. Maybe he doesn't really want to dwell on it too long. I don't know what to think. What do you think? I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered into his hands and feet and his neck. He points to his fattened chin. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with a hanging. That's what I think. Could it be he was moved after death? There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck and see if they were in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first. Alright, so how do we get him down? He stops to think, but then checks his notes. Are you sure we finished his preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things. We might miss some of these things once he's down. I have something I need to know, corpse man. Of course, alright. The preliminary examination is done. Let's get him down from there. Ooh, got skill points. The steel and reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle to approach the belts. The cadaver is a good 1.5 meters up, or 1.2 meters up, sorry. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance, and even if we do, there's a question of cutting it. Seems like a lot of hassle. Let's not do it. Maybe we should shoot him down. Maybe we should ask for help from the harbor. I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspects in this case. Seems interesting to go down and confirm it's unsafe. Consider other options first. Can someone else do it? Someone else? He pauses. You mean like the police? You have a point there. Maybe someone who's below detective. Someone like a paid garbage man with cleaning crew. I have bad news to you. That is detective. You could saw the branch. Come up there and saw the branch. 8 years could do it. We could use the kid's ladder on the side of the tree. I don't trust that ladder. The assailants didn't use it. It's rotten and less sturdy than it looks. I don't see another good way up there. Honestly, I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Yeah, we could shoot him down. The enthusiasm is unrestrained. Bang, bang, time pig. Shoot his head off. The lieutenant remains unaffected. How? Shoot the belt. The bullet will break it. It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose. Hey, that's more than nothing. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other hand, it's an awfully stupid idea. Say nothing, let him choose. Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge into the barrel, separates the scoring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. Oh shit, here we go. What kind of gun is this? Shoot that motherfucker down. He then steps back and assumes the fault to cease. follow Tessie position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches, his finger on the trigger. Shoot that motherfucker down. He does it, partner. He's gonna fucking do this. The kid's voice is drowned in shrill blasts. The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself, "God damn it." He feels bad about that. His eyes mostly just having bad eyesight, probably from a young age. Whatever you do not console him. No, we're lucky as is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised, loose from the yard. The windows overlooking the yard. I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance. So we have to ask for help from the harbor. Okay, he looks at the cargo. They do have the tools and the men, and since it looks like they put him there, they can get him down too. Alright, let's do this the lousy, dangerous way. I feel like I'm playing this super safe. I feel like I'm gonna have to start playing a little more hardcore. How do we get inside the harbor? From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm unenthusiastic about fighting. He looks around. Or we could try to find some secret third path. It's unlikely though. Let's get to it then.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
Hopefully.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
What are those strange
I come
words,
from
girl?
the woods, Kutta Vittu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Don't be traumatizing here! Get the fuck out of here!
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
She hides behind the fence.
Murder was the case they gave me.
She has almost vanished behind the fence. Only the top of her hat remains. Alright. Let's look at this shit. I see. So I gotta make these better. Do I have a... Oh. Oh, what did I just level up? Oops, I didn't realize I had to click on them and level up. Well, now we'll know. I was like, level up? What is that supposed to do? I'm not even sure what I just leveled up. I think logic, maybe? No. Conceptualization. Oh, well. Let's look at my shit. What do I have? I have these yellow gloves that I ended up not ever using. I'm just gonna wear them. Still only have one shoe on. Yeah, where's my shoe? Weird green ape pen. Instant photo. Alright, that's my journal. I'm a hobo cop. Temporary research bonus. -1 composure. Ungainly and rambling. Takes 4 hours to do for research. Never pay rent again. Never ever hear you're drunk. Why did you come here? Here you go home. You're embarrassing yourself. Downsides? Are there any? I mean, seriously, give me one. Alright. Oh, don't mind if I do. Oop, nope. This winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years, so it's rusted. Making it fucking useless. Can I not actually get over there? Oh, wait a minute. What is this? There are several footprints left in the mud. What do you think you're doing, Super Detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emergence for the time being. Kind of boots. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard. Alright. Trash container is locked. Sliding lid packs is whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death. Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could it be evidence? It could be evidence too. Extrasensory perception. I agree. We should get someone from the remote viewers division there. All the detectives from the precincts who experience extrasensory perception go to the remote viewers division. Their work is invaluable to the force. None, because they don't exist. Yeah, I figured. I'm so disappointed right now. I thought there was a remote viewers division. There isn't, but we should still access the container. How do we get the lock open? We try to use our pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or Lieutenant. We could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one. The letter R wears a crown on the ribbon below, a light above descending. Okay. Do 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 do. There's my shoe. Oh shit. It's electronic doorbell. Alright, leave. Yeah, there's a lot of options. Ooh, garbage. If there's one thing I love doing as a hobo, it's rooting through fucking garbage. You can pick them up if you got a bag. Do I need to obtain a bag? Fuck the police. Persuasion and volition. What does that mean?
Can I help you?
Is that trash container out back yours? Mine? No, Blue's wearing the rags. Thanks for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked? Why I'd keep the hobos and drunks out? That's why. The neighbors too. They put their trash in there. Don't pay for the garbage company. I thought as much. Are you the only party with access to the trash container? Well, yes, and the garbage disposal company. Trivial. It seems a little callous, doesn't something stirs in you? I don't know what this feeling is. Problem and find out. What if I told you I am a hobo, or soon you will be or soon to be one rummaging through that trash? Will you keep me out too? Yes, but I need those leftovers to survive. Good call. So would I. Teach a man to fish. I'm not a fishing teacher. He spreads his hand. That is not why we keep our trash locked. Any place with a kitchen does not. It's not political. I assure you. Doesn't it seem callous to you? Callous? What are you, Karamazov? Good reference. Karamazov. Almost all establishments in Revocul keep their trash locked. Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard. We need those keys. What do you need them for? It concerns the case. The lieutenant's voice is harsh and sudden. Please cooperate. Yeah, you already know what the deal is, motherfucker. Takes the keys from under the counter and hands them to you. Just bring them back once you're done, please. We need to talk. He rolls his eyes. What thing? I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union. Yes, Not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. He tosses his head in disdain. They come here in the evenings, dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit, but they're good customers. They pay big orders and always pay on time. He hates the union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him, so it's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate. It's a shame you guys suck up to the union to stay afloat. I don't. It's simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers. He runs out of steam. It doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you. Lieutenant gives you a meaningful nod. We should find out who this loud faction is occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative. We need info. We don't. How do we find them? We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. He looks around the booth. Men are hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow. But there may be some pertinence to the investigation. He rolls his eyes. He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched, and what could the kitchen possibly have to do with this? Have to do with? He changes his mind. Okay, the kitchen is closed until 1 o'clock because the cook is working. He will sneak around after that if he must. What? I saw everything. Goodbye. Time to go home in my room. Something on the table. I'll take that. Kim tries to not look at your broken down bathroom door. Empathy. Kim also tries to not look at the pile of tape viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner, but it's all just too morbid to ignore. You're looking at the destruction. Sort of magic happens, and by that you mean crimes against humanity. Well, crimes against myself anyway. I defy bourgeoisie morality in here. Defy it hard. This is an expression of me, my individualism.